Hello and welcome to Clash of the Masterminds. I'm your host, Seoulsteal, and today we're casting this PvT on Moondance. At the bottom right, we have ourselves the red Protoss, it is Zoun. In the top left, we have ourselves the blue Terran, it is Vindicta. And for some reason, it felt like the music was muted, but it wasn't. So in game one, we saw Vindicta do a 2 Reaper Hellion opener, and it didn't do a whole lot of damage. Got like 3 whole worker kills, maybe 4. And then he followed up with a 2-pronged attack into the natural Protoss, but it didn't do anything. It got deflected, and as a result, Vindicta lost the game. But let's see what he goes for this game. He did do a Widow Mine drop against Zoun, but the Widow Mine drop wasn't successful at all. Got out of 3 Widow Mines, he got 1 whole worker, which is ridiculous. You don't think there are game sounds? There are. It's just the music is taking forever to boot up, but here we go. Got a whole lot of nothing going on except for worker scouting. This pesky probe doesn't want to get drilled, doesn't want to get finger banged. On the other side, though, we have ourselves the NG block that sounds natural, which this would normally be a pain in the ass for Protoss, but Protoss is just going to go ahead and expand at the other safe base on this map. Now, it might be a safe base, but there's less minerals and 1 less gas geyser, so it's going to hurt Zoun's push potential by quite a bit. I'm surprised he didn't take his 3rd base location, but that's probably because it's more open to attack. You have 3 areas of attack right here. You have the 2 ramps to help you secure from the high ground, but then you have the ramp over here, this entrance. Fast Factory, this is the same build, almost the same build as in game 1. It's just 1 less Reaper. And it looks like, what I'm going to go ahead and say is that this is a Reaper Hellion push. And the reason why I say that is just because the lack of a 2nd Reaper compared to game 1 leads me to believe that that's what this is. 2nd Reaper would obviously takes 50 gas away from your starport, so it delays it. But in this case, I want to guess that he wants to get his starport quickly, but actually, no, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm fine with being wrong. It's a tech lab onto the factory right off the bat, so Marine tank put timing. Or it could be Cyclone. It could be a Cyclone timing. We do have a starport, so Zoun, I'm guessing, is going to go for Phoenix. I just got a booty headset. Sounds like it. Eh. Yep, Cyclone. Okay, so Marine Cyclone. Marine Cyclone timing. I was saying Siege Tank initially, but then it's like, Siege Tank's this early. It feels like something that you would do if you took a really fast expansion, because you want to get that extra protection. You want to wrap your base in a condom, but in this case, it's not. That's not what's happening. Vindicta wants to be aggressive with the Cyclone, wants to push with the 4 Marines and the Cyclone to snipe the first Stalkers. So Cyclones do bonus damage versus armored units, at least until this next patch comes around. If all the changes go through as planned, then the Cyclone will do actually less damage to armored overall. There we go. We have the Cyclone Marine timing attack coming on in. This Cyclone is going to do terrible, terrible damage to the Stalker, but there's no, it wouldn't do as much if Protoss, if Zoun had a shield battery, but there's no shield battery here for the Stalker. This Stalker is going to get picked up very quickly, although there is a Phoenix over here to help with lifts, so there's actually a decent Protoss counter to this. And yeah, this Protoss counter is going to clean up all the Marines, and this Cyclone is forfeit. And 0 damage done by Vindicta against Zoun. Excellent micro by Zoun. And now we have ourselves this natural expansion going down for Vindicta. But is he going to be able to secure it? Is he actually going to be able to keep it? Because Protoss now has the potential to force lifts against Vindicta. There's no bunker. And this army is more than capable of killing all these Marines. In fact, Vindicta is evacuating his Marines into the main... Well, actually, it's not evacuating. He's just trying to counter the Phoenix. But like I said, there's enough units here to force a lift. all these Protoss units can kill all these Terran units. The lift on the Cyclone, well, he did lose a Stalker there, and now he just lost in the depth. So maybe not. Maybe I'm overestimating the capabilities of the Protoss army, but there's 3 Phoenix now here. That should be capable of fighting a Viking, a lone Viking here. Gonna get some more damage done with these Phoenixes, while at the same time, Zoun is getting a 3rd base of their own. Both players are getting their 3rd bases, but Protoss's 3rd base is much further ahead compared to Terran's. And in fact, what's happening here, excuse me, Terran is taking the pocket 3rd because they don't feel comfortable taking a full base 3rd. Ooh, in fact, before I even continue with that thought, the Phoenixes are getting picked off by the Cyclone. That is unfortunate for Zoun here. We do have Phoenix charge lot on the way. But yeah, what I was saying is that the difference between these 2 players is that Vindicta is taking a 3rd, he's expanding into the pocket base, whereas Zoun is expanding into a full base. So Zoun's economy is about to get boosted up even further, about to pick up, ramp up, whatever you want to call it, because there's more mineral patches and more gas geysers to take, whereas Vindicta is expanding into a lesser base. So if you don't want to think about it that way, I mean, they're still going to be on equal terms, but it's just Zoun is going to be able to ramp up really soon here because he's getting a full base saturated. But Vindicta over here gonna siege outside of Zoun's natural, and this is gonna be a really bad position for Protoss now, because now Stalkers are not gonna be able to easily push out of their base. Charge lots are gonna be choking, although there's 2 chokes, 2 corridors to exit out of. In fact, Protoss just doesn't give a shit. He's like, no, you're not stopping me. These Phoenixes are going to clean up everything in the air. These charge lots are cleaning up everything on the ground, and I don't know how Vindicta is actually going to be able to come back from this. This is terrible, terrible damage done to the Terran army here. And GG, Zoun does take game 2. That is a 2-0 victory for Protoss. If you guys enjoyed this replay cast, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe in the video, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video just now. If you wouldn't mind clicking that like, subscribe, and the bell notification down below, really appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on my Twitter and Twitch.